Hey, this is Randy from NERDOUT, and many people have asked me to do a NERDOUT headquarters tour. The reason why I've been so apprehensive is honestly because it's ever changing, and I don't know that there's ever a moment that I can capture where it's like, hey, this is confidently exactly how it's going to be. But nevertheless, I'll show you a tour of what it looks like at this moment. So sit back, relax, and look at some toys. Alright, walking down the stairs, it's a little messy. There's my Sweet Tigers 85 poster. I love this thing. My son and I put these GoBot package card arts on the wall. I can't quite get them, but I think GoBot card art is so underappreciated. Beautiful paintings, beautiful layout, love them. And what's amazing is for anyone who's like a real GoBot nerd like myself, I got a tailpipe chilling right there. That's a pretty rare toy. So moving on, just things hanging up. That's a wonderful print by artist Robert Burden. He sent me that. That's pretty cool. Here is my Superpowers collection. I still will stand by the fact that that is the best superhero action figure toy line ever made. Now Marvel Legends is giving it a run for its money, I get it, but like from beginning to end, I really love Superpowers. I think they're just beautiful, and they stand the test of time. Up here is just some like miscellaneous stuff, nothing really let me see, noteworthy. This is just like a little section of like little dudes. I don't know, I just like little figures, like muscle size stuff, like little mad balls, little plastic aliens. I just like the miscellaneous. Look, there's Long Arm from Cops, another love toy line. Let's see, a Michigan Panthers hat. How awesome is that? Here's just stuff that's too big that I just put it on the floor. There it is, on the floor. No other place to put it. All right, and then here the Flash Gordon action figures. I love the movie Flash Gordon. End of story. Just some robots. My Beast Wars Masterpiece. I love these. They don't quite. There's not enough of them to get showcase space yet. In the back, you can see Big Convoy, and Optimus Primal. Big Convoy is probably one of my favorite Optimus Prime designs. I just love that head design. Can you get back there? Oh man, what a good head. All right, and then next is Dark Crystal, also one of my favorite movies. I just got that wonderful 4K DVD, came out. That movie as a kid freaked the shit out of me. I mean, seriously, it was a creepy movie, and I love it to this day, and I torture my children with it too. I think they like it, but I think it kind of freaks them out too. And why wouldn't it? I mean, Skeksis are freaky. All right, this is a glass showcase of Masterpiece. I'll open it up if hopefully things don't fall down. But yeah, Transformer Masterpiece. I'm gonna try to get a good view of it. Also, let's see, Transformers Animated. I really like that line. I think it's underappreciated. I think it really, if you look at Transformers Animated compared to what they're coming out with on the mass market today, it really is hard to compare them, because they really, even if you do not appreciate the aesthetic of Masterpiece, of Animated, I mean, they really are. They are really just well built, and just good paint jobs, good plastics, and they were inexpensive. And I just wish Transformers mainline stuff was made that way today. And this is only like, 6 years ago. I don't know exactly when they were come out, but I love them. Also, here's like some of the Transformers Alternity line. They were post Binotech, and I think they tried to do something a little smaller, more complex. It was also like right around the movie time, so they were trying to mess with the aesthetic. I don't think they successfully did what needed to be done, but I appreciated it. I like the smaller scale. I love the Nissan GTR. That is a kick-ass car, and the Nissan Z, and they really overdid it. And then there's the Suzuki Sidekick, which is, I mean, if you have a Suzuki Sidekick, that's totally cool, but it is one of the weirdest cars ever made. Here, I don't know, it's kind of a weird car, but to each his own. I just want to apologize to Suzuki. It is not the Sidekick, it is the Swift, I believe. Should I apologize again? I think it's the Suzuki Swift, not Sidekick. Nevertheless, it is a weird kind of car. So those are in the showcase, just for lack of another place to put them. Here's some masterpieces. If you look way in the back, you can see good old Acid Storm, because where else are you going to put him? I don't know. He should go in the back. And then here's the masterpiece. But the line is kind of, I don't want to say it's lost its luster. It's just that they definitely gone in a different direction than I prefer. I like the more mechanical aesthetic as opposed to like the cartoony aesthetic, which they've done with, where is the good old Inferno. But, you know, I still love them. I mean, they're fun, and I don't know. I was going to say well priced, but that Sunstreaker, really great, but it was like 120 bucks, which was a lot different than what they were before. All right, we'll move on. There's a big, giant Luke Jedi Knight from Gentle Giant. We'll get to Luke Jedi Knight in a little bit. There's Snarf. This is cool. It's an autographed with a little drawing from Stan Sakai, Usagi Yojimbo. I liked Usagi Yojimbo. Look, more Flash Gordon. Autographed by Sam J. Jones, the one and only. This is really nothing spectacular. Just some stuff to put on there. But what's funny is this little display thing right here. It was a starting lineup display shelf that came out, and it was brown, and I just spray painted it white. But I just think that's such a weird thing that they made a starting lineup display wall display, and I had one, and it was the one from when I was a kid. If you don't know what starting lineups are, they were like the action figures of sports athletes. More Dark Crystal Funkos. I like that series, really cool. Here is some domestic Transformers that really just, you know, fun to play with. There's this Generation Springer. Love that figure. I think it's so underappreciated. This is all just like fun stuff, pretty disposable, but you know, just fun Transformers that I play with. And then here's the Titans Returns, which you've probably seen a lot. I'm a big fan of the Titans Returns line. I don't know that they're necessarily a forever toy line for me, but I do like them. I think they look good as a whole. See, there might be, yeah, as a whole, I think they're great. They got a cool aesthetic. And now we'll get to this showcase here. If I'm moving too fast for you, sorry, dudes. Here's some Soul Chogokin stuff. Man, I love the Ideon. There's the Voltron, which I think has gotten to like $700, which is crazy town. Dan Kuga, which I won't get up close. Actually, I will. He's discoloring. What a fucking kick in the nuts. Sorry about the language, guys. L Game. This was a little ceramic robot my kids painted for me when they were like really young, and for a birthday gift. That was super cool. Here's some more. The Tekkaman, man, what a cool robot, Tekkaman. And then going down here, this is probably my all-time favorite robot, the Saucer Rager Bat Train. If you're not familiar with it, they came out with, in the 80s, a line called Converters, and that's how I was introduced to transforming robots, pretty much, was like this figure. And I just think that head design is so damn cool. And it's a train. How unique. Takutoku packaging is the best. I don't think I need to go in detail about that. It's like made out of like, I don't even know what you call it, like a cloth material. It's great. And then this is also one of my favorite robots of all time is the Mugen Caliber Dorvac, also known to Americans as Roadbuster. Again, what a kick-ass robot design. Love it. I wish Bandai or a reliable company would come out with a new updated version. This was the CM one. It was good. At the time, it was really expensive. I still like it, and it actually has aged well. But just like CM stuff, I don't know. It just wasn't. I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. All right, go down here. There's some Valkyries and Robotech stuff. In the back is the Super Armor. Brian gave me that because he started collecting the 1/60th scale. This is the 1/48th, and it didn't fit into his collection anymore. So I am the holder of the 1/48th Super Armor. There's the VF25. This is the 148th Valkyrie by Yamato. It was given to me as a birthday gift from my wife, and I still think to this day it's my favorite Valkyrie toy. Some other stuff, an SDF-1. Also, Brian gave it to me, but I broke it. I feel so bad. All right, moving on. Another one of my favorites, Most Beata Ride Armor, Scott Bernard's or Stick, Ray or Rand, and Lancer. Man, and there's the Beagle back there. That one was a big dog. That was really expensive. And I'm looking forward to the Sentinel one, which should be in my hands by tomorrow or Friday. I'm very excited. Back here is the original Matchbox one. Damn, that was so hard to get. I love it. So that's Most Beata. Alrighty, let's get back up. I hope this is everything you hoped and wished for. I think we're gonna have to do this in 2 parts though, because I have cabinets of toys. We'll go over here. This is when I used to think I could rock out. That was my guitars. Just some miscellaneous stuff. I don't know. Okay, here we'll get to my favorite transforming robot toy line ever, and I could go on. I'd probably eventually do an episode on these. Well, first of all, there's the original masterpiece, Optimus, which really just changed the game as far as transforming robots or Transformers go. It changed everything, and I also feel the same way about Binaltech. I loved the consistency of Binaltech, how they all were real cars, real scale, die-cast metal, like real headlights, and I mean they weren't working, but like they were sort of like a moment in time, because now you look at like these vehicles, and these vehicles are almost classics now. I mean, I'm not gonna go that far, but like, I mean, you're looking at like a 2001 Subaru Impreza or WRX. I mean, what is that? God, I can't remember what year that was the first like Mustang redesign. Like, just looking at that, it's just like, again, it's like a time capsule, and that's what I like about these. Is they sort of are like the good old Mazda RX-8. What a good car, what a good toy. But Binaltechs, again, I know they were complex, and not everyone got into them, but they were what got me into. Now, Beast Wars got me into Transformers again, but these got me really into. I was hardcore into it. I really enjoyed collecting. I remember daydreaming about the different options that they had of what kind of cars they could make. Like, I thought that Cadillac CTS would make a great Megatron if they did a silver one, but that was never to be. And again, I could go on about Star Wars or Binaltech and alternators, but I'm not going to, because no one else cares. Just some figures. Here's some of the Funko reaction figures. Loved the idea of them. The execution was not quite perfect. Some NECA figures, but I have to be careful because if they fall off the shelf, they will break. I've had it happen. Figuarts Star Wars stuff mixed in with Star Wars Black stuff. What do we got down here? Blade Runner toys, Mad Balls, and just other stuff. We're going to rotate that. Oh, look at this. The infamous couch. I don't know if that's couch, whatever you call it. I'm not going to open the doors here. I probably should, actually, because it will expose such an enormous collection of I don't know. These are all, oops. Bins, books, more bins, and each of these bins is like labeled with what is inside them. Pretty anal collections. Like, I mean, pretty completist. I just don't have places to put them, so that's closets. And then these doors were I guess like art projects of mine, because I like decoupage them from old Tomart's Action Figure Digest magazines and Lee's toy reviews. So like I spent way too much time decoupaging these doors, and if you can see, that was insane. On top, I did little collages with action figure parts as well. Just to show my obsessive nature. GoBot 1, He-Man 1. Some of them fall, like pieces fell off. You can see like the glue gun markings right there. Moving on, Luke Jedi Knight, Shrine to Luke Jedi Knight. This is not my entire collection, but this is my Shrine to Luke Jedi Knight. We're looking at the newer machine Robos as we scroll down, and now we're going to get to, as this light, my machine Robo collection and my GoBot collection. I'll scroll down and then we move back. I think that this is this is probably like where my pride of toy collecting comes from, is just my collection of machine Robo and GoBots. I just, you know, I mean, anyone can buy anything and complete anything. All it takes is time and money. So it's like it's hard to have pride in collecting, I guess, because it's not like I'm creating something. But I think this was a substantial amount of work and effort and devotion to a brand to complete this set. And I still need some different colored versions that are out there somewhere. But I love GoBots and machine Robos, and you all know that because I constantly defend them. The cartoon blows, I get it, but let's move on from the cartoon and just appreciate, you know, circa 1984, seeing a Matchbox car transform into a robot for the first time just blew my mind. Here's my lots of vinyl. Oh, should I open up these closet doors? I think these are gonna fall off. Yeah, these are gonna fall off, these doors. So, this is again, sorry. All right, these are all like, again, like different collections labeled in there. Let's see if there's anything really interesting. Like, I get into some weird stuff like Waterworld toys, Prince of Persia, Robin Hood, Dragon Riders, the stick. Why do I do that? So I'm OCD, Butch Cassidy. I'm a sucker for bad movie toy lines. So like, let me see, there's Visionaries, Shadow Raiders, Warriors of Virtue, perfect example. I love bad movie toys. I don't know what it is. If it's a bad movie and they made action figures of it, like The Last Airbender. Pirates of Dark Water was good. Golden Compass, I thought that was actually a pretty good movie. But I like weird, unsuccessful action figure lines to movies that were unsuccessful. That's redundant, but you know what I'm saying. There's a pipe. Let's see, collection of Mummies Alive, Crystar, Bionic 6. Stormhawk's underappreciated line, Wing Commander. That's like the perfect example of a failed movie line that I absolutely love. Some more records. We'll swing it around. I don't know what else I want to show. Let me see. Oh, I should definitely show my Battle Beast collection. Another toy line that I have incredible, I don't know, pride. I think it's such a spectacular toy line, and I love having them. I really, really wish I had the money and the resources to buy some of the Japanese ones. They're crazy expensive, and I just don't have that sort of resource or ability to do those at this point. But I love humanoid animal type creatures. I just think that's so awesome. Scrolling down, we have my starting of a Mezco line, and I think it's coming to an end, but not because I don't love them, because I think they're just like, it's really hard to collect them. They're becoming rare, they're becoming expensive, they're becoming a pain in the ass to get. And when things become a pain in the ass, you know, you have to decide how far you're willing to take it. I definitely have a few on their way, and I would like to get more. But I'm taking it easy. I'm not going to be able to complete this line. With that said, like, I'm really looking forward to the Michael Meyer. God, what else? They look so good in a showcase together. Scrolling down, we have my Diaclone Collection, which really, really ought to be in a better spot than this. But just for like, let me see if I can get this open. Just for like lack of, like, where do you put it? Like, I want to build a whole, like, army and war and like display, but where do you put it? At this point, this is where it goes. As the line gets bigger and I am able to add to it, it'll take over more of another space. So, you know, let's see, that's Inhumanoids, Spider-Man, just miscellaneous stuff. Unicorn! And then here, if I just go here, there's all sorts of toys all organized in there. And let me see, over here, just some carded custom Star Wars figures I made back in like 1992 when the internet was not really accessible and I had to like custom make the cards in such a complex, like difficult way. Some wonderful, let's see, wonderful miscellaneous stuff. More stuff that I would like to reorganize at some point. And then, let's see, some Marvel Legends. I wish I had more of them. I rotate them as time goes on. More NECA stuff. The Firefly figures that Funko made, and oh, I didn't take it to my G.I. Joe. So let me take it to G.I. Joe. How did I miss G.I. Joe? Real quick. My Pursuit of Cobra series stuff. I love Pursuit of Cobra. So underappreciated. Some of the best toys. Some miscellaneous Transformers and Alien stuff. Lots of Optimus Primes. What's the plural for primes? Is it prime? Whatever. Just some miscellaneous weird stuff. And some Masters of the Universe stuff. Thale Jobin, Scott Bernard, some Thundercats. Sectars, I love. Oh, hey, there's my Riddick figures. Sectars, I love Sectars. I hope Zika does a good job with their new line. I'm behind them. Power Lords, also a line I loved, and really wish the Four Horsemen came through. But well, that's another story. Some more G.I. Joe stuff. I have a lot of vintage Joe stuff, but it's in the back room in storage. So you know, there's a mini tour of the basement. I really have a lot more not on display, or stuff I just haven't shown you. Tigers game is on. They better win. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini tour. I hope it's satisfied your desire to be down here. And until next time, nerd out! Oh, and here's the back room. It's a mess. There's tons of bins, tons of stuff in there. I just can't get to it. So that's pretty much where we're gonna leave that.